What if the real reason your relationships struggle is not because of others, but because of how you handle emotions? What if your leadership potential is being limited, not by your skills, but by your emotional reactions? Welcome back. If you watched part 1 of this emotional intelligence masterclass, you already understand something powerful. IQ is not enough. Based on the revolutionary ideas from Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, we explored self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. But today, we go deeper. Today is where emotional intelligence becomes real-life strategy. We will talk about emotional intelligence in leadership, emotional intelligence in marriage, emotional resilience in crisis, and finally, your complete emotional intelligence growth plan. If you are new here, stop for one moment. This is part 2 of the series. In part 1, we built the foundation, how emotions hijack the brain and how to control your reactions. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend pausing this video and watching part 1 first, because without mastering your inner world, you cannot master relationships or leadership. But if you're ready to level up, if you're ready to move from theory to transformation, then take a deep breath, because today, we turn emotional intelligence into a life system. Let's begin. Part 4, Emotional Intelligence in Real Life, Leadership, Marriage, Parenting, and Crisis Management. Why do some marriages grow stronger after conflict while others collapse? Why do some parents raise emotionally confident children while others raise anxious or aggressive ones? The difference is not luck. The difference is emotional intelligence in action. In the previous parts, based on the work of Daniel Goleman and his influential book Emotional Intelligence, we explored why IQ is not enough, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skills. Now we move to real life. This is where emotional intelligence becomes a daily strategy. Section 1. Emotional Intelligence in Leadership. Why leadership is emotional. Leadership is not about position. It is about influence. People don't follow titles. They follow feelings. A leader makes people feel safe, inspired, valued, understood, or afraid, ignored, pressured, controlled. The emotionally intelligent leader. High EQ leaders stay calm under pressure, listen before reacting, give constructive feedback, admit mistakes, inspire purpose. They regulate their emotions before entering meetings. They understand that their mood affects the entire team. If a leader walks into a room stressed and angry, the emotional temperature rises. This is called emotional contagion. Emotion spreads. Low EQ leaders criticize publicly, react impulsively, avoid responsibility, create fear-based culture. Short-term, fear may produce results. Long-term, it destroys morale. Employees disengage emotionally before they resign physically. Practical tool. The 3 emotional questions for leaders. Before leading a discussion, ask, what am I feeling right now? How might this affect my communication? What emotional climate do I want to create? This small pause creates powerful leadership. Section 2. Emotional Intelligence in Marriage. Why love is not enough. Many marriages fail not because of lack of love, but because of lack of emotional skills. 2 people may love each other deeply, but if they interrupt constantly, blame each other, avoid emotional conversations, react defensively, conflict becomes destructive. The emotionally intelligent couple. High EQ couples. Listen to understand, not to win. Express emotions without attacking. Repair conflicts quickly. Take responsibility for their reactions. They say, when you said that, I felt hurt. Instead of, you always hurt me. The difference is emotional maturity. Conflict. The real test, conflict is normal. It is not the enemy. Uncontrolled reaction is the enemy. Emotionally intelligent couples. Pause when emotions rise. Return to the discussion later. Focus on solving the issue. Avoid personal insults. They protect the relationship more than their ego. Practical tool. The 2-0-minute rule. When argument intensity rises, take a 20-minute break. Why? Because stress hormones need time to reduce. During the break, calm your body, then return calmly. This alone can save many relationships as Section 3. emotional intelligence in parenting. Children learn emotional control from lectures. They learn from observation. If parents shout when angry, children learn shouting. If parents stay calm and explain emotions, children learn regulation. Parenting is emotional modeling. Teaching emotional vocabulary to children, instead of saying, "Stop crying," say, "I see you're feeling sad. Do you want to tell me why?" This teaches emotional awareness. Children who can name emotions are less aggressive and less anxious. Discipline with emotional intelligence. Low EQ discipline. Shame. Threat. Public embarrassment. High EQ discipline. Clear boundaries. Calm explanation. Example. It's okay to feel angry. It's not okay to hit. You separate emotion from behavior. That is emotional education. The long-term impact: children raised with emotional intelligence handle stress better, build healthier relationships, show more empathy, have stronger confidence. Emotional skills are life skills. Section 4. Emotional intelligence in stress and crisis. Life is unpredictable, job loss, financial pressure, health problems. The real test of emotional intelligence is crisis. How low EQ responds to crisis: panic, blame, emotional shutdown, aggression, hopelessness. Stress takes control. How high EQ responds to crisis: pause, assess situation, calmly, accept reality, focus on solutions, seek support if needed. They understand something powerful. I cannot control everything that happens, but I can control my response. This mindset creates resilience. The stress response awareness. When exactly am I afraid of? Is this fear realistic? What is one small action I can take? Small actions reduce emotional overwhelm. Movement creates stability. Section 5. Building emotional resilience. Resilience is emotional strength over time. It grows through reflection, healthy habits, supportive relationships, optimism, purpose. Emotionally intelligent people build daily habits. Sleep well, exercise, talk openly, reflect regularly. Avoid toxic environments. They protect their emotional energy. Section 6. The big pattern. Let's connect everything. Emotional intelligence in leadership creates trust. Marriage creates stability. Crisis creates resilience. EQ is not soft. It is strategic. It is practical. It is powerful. Section 7. A deep reflection moment. Interactive. Pause and ask yourself, how do I behave under pressure? How do I handle conflict at home? What emotional example do I set for others? Do people feel safe around me? Growth begins with honesty. Closing of Part 4. Today we explored emotional intelligence in town, leadership, marriage, parenting, crisis, stress management, resilience. We now understand that emotional intelligence is not theory. It is a life system. In Part 5, the final part, we will create a complete emotional intelligence development plan, build daily, weekly, and monthly practice systems, design a personal EQ growth roadmap, end with a powerful transformation message and strong YouTube CTA. This final part will bring everything together. If this part helped you see emotional intelligence differently, comment, "I choose emotional strength," and get ready for the final transformation in Part 5. Part 5. Building your emotional intelligence master plan. A practical roadmap for lifelong growth. Imagine your life 5 years from now. You walk into difficult conversations calmly. You handle criticism without breaking. You lead with confidence. Your relationships feel safe and strong. Stress does not control you. What changed? Not your IQ, not your job, not your circumstances. You changed. This is the final part of our deep journey inspired by the powerful work of Daniel Goleman and his life-changing book, Emotional Intelligence. In this part, we build your emotional intelligence development system, step by step. No theory, just transformation. Section 1. The truth about change. Emotional intelligence is not built in one day. It is trained like a muscle. You don't go to the gym once and expect permanent strength. You practice consistently. EQ works the same way. Small daily awareness, small daily regulation, small daily empathy, massive long-term transformation. Section 2. Your daily EQ routine. Let's build your daily system. Step 1. Morning intention. Ask yourself, what emotional energy do I want to bring today? Calm, confident, patient, focused. Set emotional intention before the day begins. Emotion without intention becomes reaction. Emotion with intention becomes leadership. Step 2. Emotional awareness check during the day. When strong emotion appears, pause and ask, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? What response aligns with my best self? This creates the space between stimulus and response. That space is power. Step 3. Evening reflection. At night, journal. What triggered me today? How did I respond? What could I improve tomorrow? Do not judge yourself. Observe yourself. Awareness builds growth. Section 3. Your weekly EQ training. Now we go deeper. 1. Practice difficult conversations. Every week, have one honest conversation you usually avoid, but approach it calmly. Use I feel instead of you always. Growth happens in uncomfortable conversations. 2. Practice empathy actively. Choose one person each week. Listen deeply. Ask, how are you really feeling? Do not give advice immediately. Just understand empathy strengthens connection. 3. Stress reset day. Once a week, disconnect from unnecessary stress. Exercise. Reflect. Reorganize your thoughts. Emotional recovery is part of emotional strength. Section 4. Your monthly self-evaluation. Every month, ask yourself, am I reacting less impulsively? Am I handling conflict better? Do people open up to me more? Am I calmer under pressure? Do I understand my emotional triggers better? Track progress. Emotional growth is measurable. Section 5. Building emotional stability. To build resilience, 1. Strengthen your body. Sleep well. Exercise regularly. Reduce excessive stress input. A tired body creates emotional weakness. 2. Strengthen your mind. Limit negative information overload. Choose meaningful content. Practice gratitude. Gratitude rewires emotional focus. Every day, list 3 things you appreciate. 3. Strengthen your relationships. Emotionally intelligent people choose healthy environments. Energy is contagious. Spend time with growth-minded people. Calm communicators. Honest friends. Distance yourself from constant negativity. Section 6. The 30 Why Emotional Intelligence Challenge. Here is your challenge. Tao, pause before reacting. CAC, name every strong emotion. CAC, practice 1 act of empathy daily. Journal every night. If you commit to this, you will feel different in 1 month. Small daily discipline builds emotional mastery. Section 7. The Transformation Shift. At the beginning of this series, we asked, why do some intelligent people struggle in life? Now you know. Because success is not only cognitive, it is emotional. IQ helps you solve problems. EQ helps you solve people. Section 8. The New Identity. Stop saying, I'm just emotional. I can't control my temper. That's just how I am. That is fixed mindset. Say instead, I am learning emotional mastery. When you see yourself as someone who grows emotionally, your brain looks for growth opportunities. Section 9. Your final reflection. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about your relationships, your workplace, your family, your stress patterns. Now imagine yourself calmer, more aware, more empathetic, more intentional. That version of you already exists. You just need to train it. AL summary of the entire series. We learned TIE IQ is not enough, TEE. Emotions can hijack the brain. TIE self-awareness is the foundation. TIE self-regulation is emotional power. Tomotation drives resilience. TIE empathy builds trust. TIE social skills create influence. TIE leadership is emotional. Tao, Parenting is emotional modeling. Resilience is trained daily. Resilience is learnable. This is not soft psychology. This is life strategy. If this full emotional intelligence masterclass gave you clarity, comment below, I choose emotional mastery. Like this video so more people can learn this powerful skill. Subscribe for more deep book breakdowns in simple English. Share this series with someone who wants to grow. A friend, a partner, a leader. And remember, you cannot always control what happens to you, but you can always control who you become because of it. That is true intelligence. See you in the next transformation.